Hello friends, today we explore the machine learning pipeline. In our previous video, we explored how generalization, overfitting, and underfitting significantly impact a model's performance. Now, to systematically build and improve these models, we follow a structured process known as the machine learning pipeline. This pipeline is a sequence of steps, from raw data to a deployed model, ensuring consistency and efficiency. Understanding each stage is crucial for developing effective and reliable machine learning solutions. We will walk through each step in detail. The very first, and arguably most critical, step in our machine learning pipeline is data collection. Just as a chef needs quality ingredients, a machine learning model needs relevant and diverse data to learn effectively. This data can come from many sources, such as databases, sensors, web scraping, or user interactions. It's essential to gather enough data that accurately represents the problem we're trying to solve, ensuring it covers various scenarios and reduces potential biases. Once data is collected, it's rarely in a perfect state for modeling. Data pre-processing is the crucial step of cleaning and transforming this raw data. This involves handling missing values, where we might fill gaps using averages or medians. Next, we identify and manage outliers, extreme data points that can skew our model's learning. Finally, features are often scaled or normalized, preventing larger values from dominating. This structured and clean data is then ready for the next stages. Building on our clean data, feature engineering is the art and science of creating new, more insightful features from existing ones. This step allows us to explicitly provide our model with information often hidden in raw data. For example, from heights and weight, we can calculate body mass index, a stronger predictor for certain health conditions. Effective feature engineering can significantly boost model performance, sometimes more than tweaking the algorithm itself, leading to more accurate predictions. With our data now clean and well-engineered, the next crucial step is model selection, choosing the right machine learning algorithm for our specific task. There's no one-size-fits-all model. The best choice depends on several factors. We might consider linear regression for continuous values or decision trees for classification. For complex patterns, neural networks could be more suitable. Factors like data type, problem, interpretability, and computational resources all guide this important decision. Once a model is selected, we move to the training phase, where it learns from prepared data. During training, the model is fed a large dataset called the training data and iteratively adjusts its internal parameters. This adjustment is guided by a loss function, which quantifies the difference between predictions and actual values. The goal is to minimize this loss, often using optimization algorithms like stochastic gradient descent, or SGD. Through many iterations, the model gradually improves its predictive capabilities. After training, our model needs rigorous evaluation to ensure it performs well on new, unseen data. This is where the evaluation phase comes in. We use a separate test set of data, which the model has never encountered, to get an unbiased assessment. Various evaluation metrics are used. For classification, we might look at accuracy, precision, recall, or the F1 scores. A strong performance on the test set indicates our model has learned generalizable patterns. Even after training and initial evaluation, a model's performance might not be optimal. This is where hyperparameter tuning comes into play. Hyperparameters are external configuration settings set by the developer before training, not learned from data. Examples include the learning rate, number of layers, or regularization strength. Tuning involves systematically trying different combinations to find the set that yields the best performance. Techniques like grid search automate this iterative process, unlocking the model's full potential. With our model trained, evaluated, and hyperparameters tuned, the next major step is deployment. This means making the model available to users or other systems so it can start making real-time predictions. But deployment isn't the end. Continuous monitoring is crucial. We track the model's performance in the real world, looking for model decays or changes in input data distribution known as ADA drifts. If performance drops, the model might need retraining or reevaluation, completing the iterative pipeline. We've now journeyed through the entire machine learning pipeline, from collecting raw data to deploying and monitoring our models. Each step: data collection, pre-processing, feature engineering, model selection, training, evaluation, hyperparameter tuning, and deployment with continuous monitoring is interconnected and crucial. Remember, this isn't a linear path, it's often an iterative process. In our next video, we will dive deeper into the very first step by exploring the different types of data used in machine learning. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.